We started with a press conference on Friday with GEW partners.
We are very keen to partner this year once again with the Barbados Youth Business Trust. We would have signed a memorandum of understanding in 2009. Our relationship dates before then, but we formalized it to some extent last year. And as a result of that, we committed to assisting with hosting Global Entrepreneurship Week.
This week, what we'll be doing is working with the BYBT again to go into the schools and introduce entrepreneurship to the youth. And dovetailed with that is also to encourage the youth to save.
And I would say that this initiative doesn't really just start with us. It is really something well articulated by President Obama and his administration and Secretary of State Hillary Clinton. Recently, actually in September, the President was giving a speech at the UN on the Millennium Development Goals Summit. And in that speech, he made numerous references to the centrality of entrepreneurship for young people, young men, young women, as really a driving force in economies like Barbados and those of the Caribbean.
We went into Monday with the Morning Barbados show. We went into schools on Monday, quite a number of primary schools and some secondary schools, and preschool as well.
Several of the schools we'll be discussing with the business students. We'll also be talking to children between the ages of 7 and 8 years old, just so that they can get the idea of entrepreneurship from the onset, early as they can possibly get it.
We went on to partner with the media to look at how the media can help the young entrepreneur to build their brand. On Tuesday morning, we went into an entrepreneurship fair, as well as looking at working with the teachers, having teachers talk about entrepreneurship.
We are at the Samuel Jackman Prescott Polytechnic, and we're having an entrepreneurs fair for the students of SJPP, BVTV, and UE. Those students who may be interested in becoming entrepreneurs. What we hope to achieve today is to provide them with some information that can help them to better understand what it is to become an entrepreneur.
The aim of the workshop is to help this group of teachers understand what entrepreneurship is, give them some tips, some tools on how they can better facilitate entrepreneurial development among their students.
And teach them some new ways of how they can help young students who are entrepreneurial to realize their potential.
I am particularly pleased to be invited here because I'm one of those people that believe that education cannot now be about trying to do things the right way, but focus on trying to do the right things. And in so doing, you look at creativity, we're looking to be visionary and innovative. And I think this program really helps children to prepare for a brave new world.
Then we also, on Wednesday morning, we had our seminar, our annual National Youth Entrepreneurship Seminar. And we had several people at that seminar, but what was most interesting was that, or most exciting for us, was that we had young entrepreneurs coming out of Dominica, Antigua, and also St. Vincent to join us. And they were excited to be here, and we were excited to have them.
We want to highlight for the participants the benefits of using ICTs in business. Of course, as we are a telecommunications company, it fits perfectly with what we provide. And what we want to show the participants is how they can actually use the various technologies that are available today in their business.
On Thursday, we had our breakfast at the U.S. Embassy.
My government, from President Barack Obama to Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, to all of us here at the embassy in Bridgetown, takes the role of young entrepreneurship very seriously. To support young entrepreneurs, we thought today's discussion would be a constructive addition to Global Entrepreneurship Week.
Our mindset of getting a job or somebody getting a job for me must change. And I think that entrepreneurs like yourself have a very vital role by how you exhibit what you do, that you can become champions of this new drive.
Which had young entrepreneurs, males, talking about their experiences in business.
Hiring your first employee is great success, and being accepted for your first loan. You know, when it got that call, she had parked the car. You said, what?
What gave me a little challenge was, to work with the customers. There are some people in Dominica, they will tell you, boy, I love your painting, but I don't have money. So you know, due to the economic crisis, what I say is, yo, sir, ma'am, well, I got a layaway plan, you know.
Thursday afternoon saw us meeting, networking with Jamaica, Montserrat, St. Vincent and Barbados, meeting together on Skype via the internet to just talk about issues that's happening in our countries and what are some of the sectors that we are looking at that we could perhaps get our young entrepreneurs to work in. And USAID has just done a market opportunity study, and that's another thing that we're focusing on sharing with our colleagues.
I wanted to take a moment to share with you some information on a USAID funded program, a youth market opportunity assessment that was completed for Barbados and Dominica initially, and we have similar assessments that will be completed for Antigua and Barbuda as well as St. Vincent. But these reports identify areas of opportunity within existing value chains where a youth could potentially become gainfully employed through setting up micro businesses that can supply goods or services in areas where gaps have been identified through this research.
We're going into preschools on Friday.
Battlefield is here today as part of Global Entrepreneurship Week to introduce children to the concept of saving. The reason why we're doing this is because most entrepreneurs have difficulty getting funding to fund their ideas. So we really want the children from very, very young to get accustomed to the idea of saving. So when they get to the stage where they are entrepreneur and they have the most fabulous idea, they already have seed capital for their business.
We're also looking at mentoring some of the young ladies, and we have a mentoring madness session that's going on Friday.
Today was just yet another fantastic opportunity to share with our young entrepreneurs and to understand the issues that they are grappling with in terms of making their businesses viable.
There's always this skepticism that surrounds entrepreneurship because they've either been burnt in the past or believe that they're going down a very lonely path. And having a table of panelists where they could share their ideas and see that they're not necessarily alone in their journey, that they are people that they can count on and rely on for support was, I believe, very encouraging for them.
On Saturday we have our Cultural Industries Day, which is going to be out in Independence Square, and our young entrepreneurs are going to be there, the ones in the cultural industry, showcasing their products and services and doing some entertainment as well.
The vibe too nice to let it get way so. The vibe too nice to let it get way so.
Overall this year for GW, we have tripled our partners and we have doubled our activities. We think that we have done extremely well to promote, especially in 1 week. It's something we do every single day, but especially with that focus on GW week, we have done very well.